Country taking on Adam James, next to Perfect Redbeard. And this is a rematch from a few months ago when Adam James was the heavyweight champion. He kind of field goal kicked Big Country in the lower regions to win that match. And looking for payback here tonight is Big Country.
Definitely two men who have a history with one another. As you said there, Michael, these two have been in combat before, and it has not necessarily been the cleanest of battles there in terms of one trying to take advantage of the other. Of course, Adam James now trying to rebuild himself to get back into competition here at NAWA and maybe get back at some point in time to being a contender for the NAWA heavyweight title.
And we do have to mention at that time he was a member of the Carolina Cartel, but now Adam has kind of distanced himself from the cartel. I don't know if he's officially left the group or what, but look, he's trying to earn the respect of Big Country here and let him know this is going to be a fair fight. But Big Country saying, hey, you got to prove yourself. I'm here to kick your butt. I'm looking for some payback here tonight.
Might be a smart decision there by Big Country, Michael, to not trust Adam James here, at least initially. Going to see what he's got here for him as these two lock up. Two big bulls here for sure in terms of heavyweights in NAWA competition, showing off that weight advantage and also strength advantage immediately here is Big Country. And there's a clean break there. Adam James not going for anything dirty just yet.
Is this a trick? Is Big Country being very timid of shaking the hand of Adam James, as he knows that Adam James may be using that as a tactic to gain the upper hand in this match early on?
I have to say, we have not seen Big Country here in some time. He looks like he might have trimmed up here a bit, Michael.
I know he's been working out religiously here lately, getting in shape, making for a big run here in the Carolinas in professional wrestling, but he's got to get through next to Perfect Adam James here tonight. He's looking to make easy work of him as he just tosses the muscular Adam James around the ring.
You know, it's one thing to be muscular, it's one thing to have just pure mass there as well, on top of being a strong competitor. As we've said here about a number of our athletes here in NAWA, they may not all look like top athletes, but when you boil it down to cardiovascular skills and just plain old ring awareness, a lot of these guys are top-notch for sure. And there you see Adam James showing himself here as a pugilist, putting some right hands right into the mush of Big Country.
Well, doing what he has to do to chop down the big man in half is Adam James, and I don't blame him for taking a couple of cheap shots. But it's going to take more than that to put Big Country down. He can just pick up Adam James with ease as he wrenches him in that side headlock here.
Almost picked up Adam James like a small child there.
Again, Adam James is trying to distance himself from that relationship with the cartel, and maybe he can do that here with a win tonight, proving to Big Country that he's changed his ways here in NAWA. But the last time they met, he was the heavyweight champion. Maybe he just did what he had to do to hold on to the title.
Yeah, but who's to say that even matters to Big Country at this point in time? His mindset may be different at this point as well. Now these two have been building up some momentum. Country challenging Adam James to try and get something going. But look at that. Puts a stomp to the right foot there of Big Country. And now a drop kick. Got Big Country teetering there. A pair of them still not able to take Big Country down, though.
It's going to take a lot more than what Adam James is doing to take him off his feet. Big Country with a huge clothesline. And just like that, Big Country takes Adam James right off his feet.
That tree trunk of a right arm there, just taking down Adam James, putting him into the mat.
And smartly rolling out to the floor to get his wits about him is Adam James. I'm surprised Big Country hasn't followed suit, chasing him down just yet, but Adam James trying to recollect his thoughts as Big Country waits in the ring for Adam James.
A win is a win, even a win by countout technically will get Big Country an advancement in that heavyweight division here. Now Adam James mounting the ring apron there, starting to get back in, but playing some mind games here maybe with Big Country, trying to brush him back there a little bit.
And again, you got to think the winner of this match could be one of the men next in line for a shot at the heavyweight championship, as both of these men have been pretty unbeatable here in NAWA. The only time we've seen Adam James fall in 2019 was the two losses to Thomas Extreme at Thunderdome 2 and Not Three's Company when he got his rematch for the championship. But Big Country's been kind of on a roll here in NAWA as well every time we see him.
There's some great historical references there, Michael, and also folks want to remind you, if you've not been keeping up with the program, feel free to dive into the archives here on the NAWA YouTube channel and check out what we've been doing in the past.
Diving out to the floor has gone the action, and Big Country and Adam James are out on the floor. And business is about to pick up, as they say, as Big Country and Adam James are just brawling over there on the side of the ring. Breaking the count is Big Country.
Dives in there momentarily to get things broken up, but now that ring break has caused Adam James to be able to get an opportunity to throw some shots in there for his own. Now look at that. Oh,
he blocks the pole.
Gonna throw him into that ring post, but blocking it is Big Country. Oh, and Adam James eats one for his own good measure there. My goodness.
Head first. Hopefully that didn't lacerate the forehead of Adam James here, as that would change. Oh, look at this. He just backdrops him onto the apron. Back first, Redbeard.
That is nothing but wood and steel out there on that part of the ring, Michael. My goodness.
And in comes Big Country going after Adam James. He could put him away right here if he could go for the cover, but I think he's looking to inflict a little bit more damage.
Country looked like he might have been reeling from some of the combat there on the outside of the ring there and not quite able to get in speedily enough to cover James successfully.
Only gets that 2 count, as you said, Redbeard. Both men looking to gain the victory here tonight at Boogeyman Jam 2020. Look at that chop from Adam James.
Swung for the fences with that one, but look at this here. Oh, God.
You do not want to get into a slugfest with a man the size of Big Country. And as you can see, the end result would be Adam James on the mat.
My goodness. Adam James, he hit the mat hard that time, too. My gosh, Michael.
And our official has his hands full here with these 2 massive men. Look at that, just clamping that big hand over the shoulder.
Going for both nerve clusters there around the trapezius muscles of Adam James. My goodness.
And again, a lot of these moves do not look like they're very painful, but ladies and gentlemen, trust me, that move was inflicting more damage than you realize right now, especially with a man the size of Big Country applying these holds.
Just imagine 2 vice-like grips up around your head and neck, pinching everything that they're worth in there. But look at that. Adam James still able to put some elbows into the gut of Big Country. Had a little momentum, but a back elbow there from Big Country. My goodness.
Momentum not lasting long as Big Country scattered him out and dropped him with that back elbow right across the chest. And Adam James in a familiar position in this match on his back as Big Country continues to dominate our former 2-time NAWA heavyweight champion, Adam James.
Adam James with a great lineage here around NAWA. Glad to have been able to have him for as long as we have here. But Big Country now looking to build up a head of steam. Charges in, but eats a boot for his good effort there. Now what's Adam James got in store?
Another boot right to the face, topping up to the middle rope. Holy Christ, what a maneuver there, Redbeard.
Wow, great blockbuster type maneuver there, taking Big Country off of his feet. That might be the first time he's been on the mat here this entire contest. Pinning the man. Referee was slightly out of position there. He only had a 2 count.
It was still only good for 2, Redbeard. No matter where the referee was, Big Country was not going down at the hands of Adam James right there.
It's amazing to see Adam James on top of the man. Looked like he was having to climb a mountain just to make a pinning combination there.
And here we go with that trademark taking the knee pad off of Adam James. We've seen this maneuver several times throughout the last year. That knee drop, exposing the knee and dropping it right across the forehead of Big Country.
Does almost as much damage though to James though in exposing that knee.
As they say, no pain, no gain, but he went through the pain for no gain there, Redbeard, as he kicks out at 2. That looks like a fire Big Country up as he's beating the mat. You do not want to let him get back to his feet.
He's like a juggernaut. Once he gets some momentum going, he's hard to stop. But look at this. Adam James, look at this, going for a suplex.
Going for that fisherman suplex that he's put many men away with, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to get Big Country up and over for it.
I'm not sure how many muscles he's got here. He would need a forklift to get that man over like that. Look at those chops.
Just peppering him with fist and chops there. Ducks the clothesline as Adam James. Oh, and a big right hand there delivered. Ducking the clothesline. Super kick.
Oh, wow.
You don't see men that size doing super kicks unless he's Big Country. And only gets a 2 count, Redbeard.
Amazing he was able to kick out of that. And like you said, Michael, just a crazy thing to see a man that big throwing a super kick. My Lord. What's Big Country got in store here? He's calling for the end here, I believe, Michael. What is this?
Here's our television champion, Chris Thunder Anderson, with a steel chair.
Oh, God.
And that's the end of this matchup. Adam James is getting disqualified for having help from the cartel. I thought he was trying to change his ways here.
As we were speaking earlier, is this a sign that James is still in the cartel?
It looks to be as if Adam James has not changed one bit.
Oh, no.
Just a shot to the knee and the leg area. Now Thunder's telling Adam James to get up with that chair and do some damage here.
He's got Big Country restrained there, holding both arms behind his back. Adam James, he's got that chair, but what's going through his mind at this point in time, Michael?
And the damage has been done. The match is over. Adam James is the loser. And he's got that chair, and Thunder Anderson is telling him to whack Big Country with it. Wait a minute.
He pulled up there.
Adam James tosses the chair to the mat. He's not going to do it.
He's refusing to take the weapon from Anderson now.
And Thunder Anderson says, you better do it, boy. He's holding up Big Country again. Adam James, is he going to do it?
Almost, he reared back like he was, but look at that Big Country standing defiant. And Anderson trying to pick a fight now with Adam James, who's not listening to what he has to say.
Well, it looks as if Adam James may have changed his way. Oh,
my gosh, what a right hand by Adam James there, getting Anderson out of the ring.
And the television champion just ate a punch from Adam James. And it looks as if Adam James may be done with the cartel here.
That might be your answer there once and for all, Michael, as to whether or not Adam James is still a member of the Carolina cartel.
Jailbird, it's a funny thing, me being the law and you being you. All you had to do was win that rumble, and you would be next in line to be a champion. But what do? You piss all over everything I've done for you. You wanted Tim Hunter. I give him to you in your match. You wanted him out of the way. Tim Hunter is out of the way. Now you want a title shot. And what do? You take off running on me. Now we've done this dance before, and it is the same every time. I catch you, and I drag you back. Save me the effort. Save me the walking around in the rain, and save me the beating on the doors, boy. Bird, turn yourself in. I'll get you your title shot, just like I get you everything else you ask for. But I'm tired of this dance, son. I'm dog tired. You're gonna end up in my cuffs, and you're gonna end up in that ring, and you're gonna end up a champion, because that's what I made you. And that's the bottom line, son, because I'm a man of my word.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that was Outlaw talking about Jailbird. Here is what Jailbird did. He entered the Bunkhouse Stampede with a chance to win a shot at the heavyweight championship, but he got in, eliminated himself, and he has been on the run. We'll keep you abreast of the situation as it unfolds here. Will Outlaw find Jailbird? We'll keep you up to date, and we'll be right back after this commercial break.
B5O
Come on, you guys. It's only a little.
A hungry giant!
Hungry for a big honey taste.
Big taste, honeycomb, big taste.
Honeycomb big! Yeah, yeah, yeah!
It's not small.
No, no, no! Honeycomb's got a big honey taste! Big, big crunch for a big, big bite!
Honeycomb cereal, part of this big, complete breakfast.
Honeycomb's a big, big bite! Yeah!
What is the podcast that brings you the best interviews from the world of independent pro wrestling?
You are watching #Food.
Join Scott Larson as he goes into the personal lives of some of the hottest up-and-coming wrestlers, as well as managers, referees, and promoters. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern.
With extras throughout the week.
Join us on many outlets
Facebook,
YouTube, and Twitch, giving you something to invest in from the world of professional wrestling.
And that's the hashtag truth.
You don't have to work and slave. Let electricity do it for you. You can have your...
Danny! The coronavirus is coming, and I'm seeing it!
33-1-1-0.
Humans, I'm coming to you today as the god of the Milky Way galaxy to talk about something serious. Ah, yes, the coronavirus. It's pandemic everywhere.
You believe in germs, right?
I'm not crazy.
Of course not.
The coronavirus has killed millions and billions, as your government says so. But your government says a lot of things, so let's get on with the story. I got a victim here today. Yes, that's suffered from the coronavirus in each and every way. It's Benny, ladies and gentlemen. Everyone say hello. Damn right. Benny, he suffered from the coronavirus himself. But I have the solution, don't be a Benny. Get yourself some Ugly Be Gone. Yes, Ugly Be Gone. The thing miracles are made of. The semen of the gods. Because I know I'm one of them.
There's no right, there's no wrong, there's only popular opinion.
Let's get back to what I was saying. A drop of Ugly Be Gone a day will keep the coronavirus away.
Yes.
Oh, fighting!
Here we go, big six-man tag team action. Redbeard, this will be the final appearance, in-ring appearance. Let me correct myself. The final in-ring appearance of WWE Hall of Famer right there, Jimmy Woogie Man Valiant here in NAWA. He's going to be entering the ring as a combatant one last time here for us.
It's amazing to see someone like the Boogeyman, Jimmy Valiant, still in competition so many years after we've all, oh, look at that, putting a smooch right on the lips there, one of our officials. But it's amazing to see, as we were saying there, Michael, to see Jimmy Boogeyman Valiant still doing his thing so many years after he became a household name to fans like you and I from his days in NWA and numerous other promotions around the Mid-Atlantic and around the world.
And here we go. He's going to be teaming up with Woogie Mickey Richards, and the big man Axel Jagger is going up against the Carolina Cartel, the Golden Gladiator 2 and 3, and the television champion Chris Thunder Anderson here. This match has been building for months and months, Redbeard.
The Golden Gladiator needed to put that jacket back on there, whichever one he is. He looked like a fishing lure there for a moment. Now they're a little too nondescript for my liking. But as we see here, the team's being introduced. Once again, this being the last in-ring competition that we'll see of Jimmy Valiant here in NAWA. Special moment for sure.
Well, he is on his retirement tour here in the year 2020. I believe he's wrestled now in 7 decades, Redbeard. How impressive is that?
It's amazing to think of just all the matches and all the moments that this man has created over the course of his career, and we're going to see one more here tonight.
Just imagine, thinking all the way back, 100+ episodes, Boogeyman Jam 2020, the first episode. Jimmy Valiant was a part of NAWA's Championship Wrestling's first episode. Now here we are, all these couple years later, we're calling his final in-ring appearance here as he's taking on the Cartel. And Woogie Richards and Axel Jaggers have had a huge problem with the Cartel over the last several months, and they finally had to call in the big gun, the big daddy, Woogie Man Jimmy Valiant, to come in and help him put an end to this.
That's right, Michael. There's a lot of context here, a lot of opportunities for some scores to be settled in this matchup here. As you see the Cartel members there on the right-hand side of your screen, look at that. Those two jokers, the Gladiators, trying to determine who's going to go into combat here first.
And it looks as if Golden Gladiator number 3 lost that paper, rock, scissors bout, and he's going to be stepping in there with a handsome one. The Boogie Woogie man, Jimmy Valiant.
As the song goes, tell me about the boy from New York City. Well, there he is, ready to get in there and throw some bones with one of the Golden Gladiators.
And he's telling all these people, these rednecks here in Morgan, that came out here to the Boogie Man Jam 2020 to hush, but oh, wait a minute.
Oh, no. Oh, my goodness.
Checking the oil of Golden Gladiator number 3. He might be about 4,000 or 5,000 miles overdue for an oil
Tell
change
you what,
right
look
there.
at, and the Gladiator's losing his mind here now.
It's probably not a good feeling to have your oil checked by the Jimmy Valiant.
I don't think he's a licensed physician or whatnot, maybe a mechanic perhaps, but that's neither here nor there at this point in time. Jimmy Valiant, one of the true icons of the sport, someone who will never be duplicated ever again, someone who's influenced so many people, and now look at this, going for a test of strength.
You talk about influencing people. He's definitely influenced the man on the apron, Boogie Woogie Richards, as he's patterned his career after Jimmy Valiant. But look here, he's giving him the business, talking about don't be sticking your finger in my bum anymore. I know you did it. And Golden Gladiator number 3's had enough of that. He's ready to wrestle. Oh, and Jimmy,
look at that.
Just poking him Three Stooges style right in between, right in the eyes. And referee Mark Henderson is going to let it go.
As goodness knows we've seen these cartel guys do much worse than that over the past couple of months. Maybe now they're finally going to eat some crow here, get some one-uppance by Jimmy Valiant.
And Golden Gladiator number 3 saying, do that again. I bet you can't do it again. And what's Jimmy going to do? Is he going to poke him in the eye again? It's going to be hard to do it. He's got his 2 hands up in the middle of his eyes, Redbeard. Oh! He just does the double finger poke.
Outsmarting the man once again there, the Boogeyman.
And Golden Gladiator number 2 consoling his partner, making sure his eyesight is still good.
You might be seeing double or even quadruple at this point in time. Now look at this. Again, going for a test of strength here. Wants to try and engage Jimmy Valiant in that good old knuckle lock.
And do you really believe he can beat Jimmy Valiant? Yeah, come on. Jimmy's up there in age. He probably doesn't have the strength that he used to when he was tearing up Mid-Atlantic Championship Wrestling. But we're going to see what old Jimmy's got here.
Leverage and experience still counts for something. We'll see what happens here. Looks like Jimmy might be willing to engage, but we'll see what happens as these two men now jockey for position. Jimmy getting in the ear of the referee here.
Oh, boy. Well, you don't think he's trying to butter up the referee, does he?
No. Looks like Jimmy's trying to get some of that moisture off his hands. Maybe wants to get a good lock up here.
Yeah, he's rubbing his hands off on the ropes there, trying to get prepared for this big test of strength here between himself and Golden Gladiator number 3. And he just looks excited, this Golden Gladiator number 3, to have a test of strength. But Jimmy keeps asking the people, what do they think about this? And here we go. Here we're going to go. We're going to lock fingers, interlace the fingers here. Here we go, Jimmy. Grabbing him by the nose. And in comes Gladiator number 2, and he's getting the same treatment, Redbeard.
Got both of them there. Those noses stick out of those masks. My goodness. Just reeks both.
Whoa,
oh, no.
Holy Christ, he's got him by the junk.
What in the world? Hey, check the oil. What is that, Michael?
He grabbed him by the junk, Redbeard. That's all I can say.
You counting the coins in the purse, maybe? I don't know what in the world you call it.
Woo, mercy is what I call it.
Yeah, that's right. Mercy for sure.
And now the cartel is trying to regroup on the floor here.
I think Anderson might just want to stay out of the ring if that's the kind of thing he's got to look forward to here. My goodness.
It looks as if Jimmy Valiant can handle the cartel all by himself.
That might have been why he was warming up his hands a moment ago. He didn't want to put cold hands on you know what there. That's kind of respectful, maybe.
I don't know if I'd be wanting to engage in any more combat here. Well, wait a minute. Here comes the big, mean, evil, mean, and nasty Chris Thunder Anderson.
Now look at this here, as you say, as Anderson comes in. Look at that. Boogie tagging in their big man. Axel Jagger's making his entrance into this matchup.
And these two men are no strangers to each other, as Jaggers came extremely close to winning that television championship of Thunder Anderson until interference by the cartel. But here we go with the two big bulls locking horns here. And Jaggers getting the better of the opening exchange, pushing Thunder Anderson into the corner. Saying he pulled his hair.
What hair?
That hair on the back of his head.
Anderson and I have something in common, and that's both that we don't have much hair on our heads. So
But you have hair to pull.
Well, Anderson, did you see he's got something to pull?
He said his hair was pulled, so his hair was pulled, I'm guessing.
Oh, my gosh.
And Axel Jaggers taking a shortcut here in this big six-man tag main event that people came out to see here at Boogeyman Jam 2020. Taking the shortcuts early on here, is he, huh?
No, both men now jockeying for position. Anderson getting pushed in the corner, but Jaggers reverses it.
He's pulling his hair. He's got his hand on the back of his head.
Well, he boxed the ears there without the referee seeing what was going on.
Oh, I think, well, yeah, you're right. He did do that.
Disorienting Jaggers there for a moment, but now look at this. Anderson trying to politic his way out of some issues here in his matchup. He needs to get in there and just try and throw some right hands. Possibly that might be more effective. Well, they lock up once again.
It's just a big knee to the gut. That'll cut any big man down if you take the breath right out of their lungs. And Thunder Anderson shoots him off, drops him with a clothesline.
Talk about a clubbing blow there. My goodness, Michael.
They take any man off of their feet. And just shoots off Axel Jaggers with the reversal. Takes him down with his own clothesline there. And the two big bulls just exchanging power moves here. As Jaggers looks to have had enough, he's just working over Thunder Anderson in the corner.
I'm impressed with Jaggers here. He's a young man with not a whole lot of experience, but he's showing his ability to get in there and mix it up with a wily old veteran like Anderson.
And just working over the arm of Thunder is Axel Jaggers. And look here, it looks like Boogie Woogie Richards is about to get the tag in. This will be the first time he's stepping through the ropes here in this matchup. He's going up to the middle rope. He's begging off Thunder. Oh, double axe handle right across that shoulder.
Trying to separate that shoulder and do as much damage as they can to that joint. Almost taking a book out of the strategy page or strategy guide of Anderson there, as we've seen him so many times take apart a body part, much like that shoulder there. Now look at this, suddenly diving across the ring there, cutting things off as Anderson getting in one of the Golden Gladiators.
That would be Golden Gladiator number 3 as he's coming in to work over Boogie Richards. Shoots him right off and takes him down off his feet with that back elbow right to the sternum. Boogie losing that bandana. Look at that, throws him face first right into the foot of Golden Gladiator number 2. And the action is just getting out of hand here as the cartel is just taking full advantage of the referee having his back turned.
Oh, my goodness. As you were saying there, Michael, cartel members very much aware of what they can do when the referee has got a blind eye to their acts. Boogie trying to do as much as he can to fight out of that corner.
And these two men here have a lot of history between them as well, as they went back and forth in one-on-one competition. Both men getting a victory, but not able to get the 3 count there was Boogie Richards. Golden Gladiator number 2 just choking him right in front of our referee, Mark Henderson here. This is a big, huge main event at Boogeyman Jam 2020 as the cartel's taking on the Boogie Woogie Men's and Axel Jaggers here. Look at that clothesline, Redbeard.
Wow.
Just takes him off his feet.
Had some real momentum going there, was the Golden Gladiator. Still not able to get a pinfall. Look at this here now. Boogeyman thought he had something going, but retreats to that corner, and now continuing to kind of be peppered with offense, raking him across the top rope, tagging in the, which one is this, Golden Gladiator number 3 here now, Michael?
3 is in the all black and 2 is in the black and yellow.
Thank you for clarifying there. These sides are hard to keep track of. They all look alike.
They are about the same size and same height.
Now, Golden Gladiator got Boogeyman tied up there with that chin lock, wearing him down, put as much pressure as he can on the head, neck, and spine.
Axel Jaggers and Boogie Woogie Jimmy Valiant trying to get the people behind Boogie Richards here, trying to get some momentum back in their favor as Richards is working his way back up to his feet. Some elbows into the midsection here. Cole just cuts him off with a knee right into the midsection, Redbeard.
So much of the strategy of these tag team matches is, as you said, Michael, cutting off the ring, making that section of where your teammates are into that dangerous point. And these 6 men are definitely seeing the result of what the cartel members are doing here now, taking that half of the ring entirely for themselves.
Just fighting everything he's got is Boogie Richards, but not successful. Oh, he finally gets out of the way. Crotching himself on that middle turnbuckle is Golden Gladiator number 2. Boogie Richards has got to make the tag into one of the fresh men on his team, but
needs to bring somebody in here, but he's going for some offense.
Delivers a back body drop, but he's got to make a tag. He's taking some abuse here.
He's taken a lot of abuse here over the past 5 minutes or so. Got to desperately get to one of his tag team partners, either Jimmy Valiant or Axel Jaggers here.
I got a feeling whoever can make the tag. Here comes the Hall of Famer Jimmy Valiant and Thunder Anderson. He's begging off. Big right hands from Jimmy Valiant. And the house of fire that Jimmy Valiant is. Here comes Axel Jaggers.
Everybody in the pool here seemingly. Now look at this.
We have lost control here of this match. Jimmy Valiant and Thunder are the legal men. Here we go, meeting of the minds.
Oh, look at that, a trio of mind melds there. And now a trio of sleeper holds. My goodness. Are they all going to go?
And it looks as if all 3 men are going down to the mat to sleep. And they're ringing the bell. And there's your winners. Axel Jaggers, Boogie Woogie Richards, and the Boogie Woogie Man, Jimmy Valiant, ladies and gentlemen. What a way to send off Jimmy Valiant on his retirement tour in 2020 with a victory here with his last in-ring appearance here in the NAWA, Redbeard.